Welcome to Ask Prep, your trusted companion for NEET and JEE preparation. Today we will study about a very important topic of biology, which is cell cycle and cell division, mitosis, meiosis, cell cycle regulation. Every cell in our body has a lifespan. From the time it is formed to the time it completes its function and divides again or dies, the cell follows a precise sequence of events. This sequence is known as the cell cycle. The cell cycle is like a well-orchestrated performance that ensures the genetic material is duplicated accurately and passed on to daughter cells without any loss of information. The cycle is divided into two main phases: the interphase, where the cell prepares for division, and the mitotic phase, where actual division takes place. Interphase is not just a resting phase, as it was once believed. In fact, it is a period of intense biochemical activity. The cell grows in size, synthesizes proteins, duplicates its DNA, and gets ready for the next phase. Interphase itself is divided into three stages. The first is G1 or the gap 1 phase, where the cell grows and performs normal functions. Then comes the S phase, where the DNA is replicated, ensuring that each daughter cell receives an identical copy. Lastly, in the G2 phase, the cell continues to grow and produces proteins and enzymes needed for division. Once the cell is ready, it enters the mitotic phase. Mitosis is the type of division that occurs in somatic cells, meaning all body cells except for the reproductive cells. The purpose of mitosis is to produce two genetically identical daughter cells, each with the same number of chromosomes as the parent cell. This is crucial for growth, tissue repair, and asexual reproduction in organisms. Mitosis is a highly organized process and consists of several stages. First comes prophase, where the chromatin condenses to form visible chromosomes, and the nuclear membrane begins to disintegrate. The centrosomes move to opposite poles, and spindle fibers start forming. In metaphase, the chromosomes align at the cell's equator, a position known as the metaphase plate. This alignment is critical to ensure that each daughter cell will receive one copy of each chromosome. Anaphase follows, where the sister chromatids are pulled apart by the spindle fibers toward opposite poles of the cell. This separation ensures that each new cell will have an identical set of chromosomes. Finally, in telophase, the chromatids reach the poles, decondense back into chromatin, and are enclosed by new nuclear membranes. This marks the end of mitosis. However, the process is not complete until cytokinesis occurs, where the cytoplasm divides, resulting into separate daughter cells. Mitosis itself occurs in several stages. First is prophase, where the chromatin, the relaxed form of DNA, condenses into visible chromosomes. Each chromosome has already been duplicated during the S phase, so now it has two identical sister chromatids joined at a central region called the centromere. The nuclear membrane begins to break down, and the spindle fibers start forming from the centrosomes. These spindle fibers will help in the movement of chromosomes during division. Next is metaphase, where all the chromosomes line up along the center of the cell in what's known as the metaphase plate. This alignment is crucial because it ensures that when the chromosomes are pulled apart, each daughter cell receives an equal and identical set. Finally, we have telophase. In this stage, the chromosomes begin to decondense back into chromatin, and new nuclear envelopes form around the two sets of chromosomes, essentially giving rise to two nuclei in one cell. After telophase, cytokinesis occurs. This is the division of the cytoplasm, resulting in two separate daughter cells, each with its own nucleus and identical genetic content. This entire process of mitosis is highly controlled and ensures the proper distribution of chromosomes. Meiosis consists of two successive divisions, Meiosis I and Meiosis II. In Meiosis I, homologous chromosomes are separated, and the chromosome number is halved. This phase includes prophase I, which is significantly longer and more complex than the prophase in mitosis. It is during this stage that homologous chromosomes pair up and exchange genetic material through a process known as crossing over. This shuffling of genetic information increases genetic variability among offspring, which is a major driving force of evolution. Now let's look at how the cell regulates this entire process. cells must divide at the right time and only when needed. This regulation is maintained through a system of checkpoints within the cell cycle. These checkpoints ensure that the processes of DNA replication and chromosome segregation occur accurately. If any error is detected, the cycle is paused, and repair mechanisms are activated. If the damage is irreparable, the cell may undergo programmed cell death, known as apoptosis, to prevent harm to the organism. From a single fertilized egg, through millions of cell divisions, an entire human body is formed. Your bones, muscles, skin, and even brain cells all arise from this seemingly simple process of cell division. Even as we grow older, cells continue to divide to replace the ones that die. The balance between cell division and cell death is what keeps us alive and healthy. The elegance of the cell cycle lies in its precision. Every time a cell divides, it must duplicate its entire genome, segregate it with perfect accuracy, and then physically split into two. Any mistake can be harmful or even fatal. But cells are equipped with an incredibly efficient monitoring system. The entire process is the result of billions of years of evolution, fine-tuned to maintain life. This brings us to the end of our exploration of the cell cycle and cell division. From the accuracy of mitosis to the diversity introduced by meiosis, and the regulatory checks that keep everything in balance, this topic beautifully connects molecular biology with life as we see it. Keep studying, keep questioning, and stay tuned with Ask Prep as we continue to make your NEET and G preparation smarter and stronger, one topic at a time. Thank you so much for being a part of the Ask Prep community. We truly appreciate your time and dedication to learning, especially when it comes to mastering biology, a subject that's not only essential for exams like NEET and G. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends who are also preparing, and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update.